It's not going to get you nowhere, is what I'm trying to say. So you got to start using words that are that are not used as frequent as words like podcast and stuff like that. And you can't use words like Stitcher, and you can't use words that don't pertain to your show. Like, I can't say free phone calls and expect you to download because it ain't free phone calls. You can't use other words that don't pertain to your app or whatnots. So it's a little struggling, but it's okay. I'm an app developer. I'm going to start updating the app as we speak. By hopefully tomorrow, I'll have the new update of the app ready to go. And then by next Monday, I should have the app onto the Play Store. I'm going to try to get it on there as soon as Sunday. So Sunday will be my ideal option to get it all to the Play Store. All the screenshots are going to be updated. There's going to be what the new items are that's put on there, like, play buttons fixed and bugs fixed and things like that. So you're going to be able to hear from my pastor, and Dr. Cheryl and Bishop Piscopo also are going to be on the app. So what that means is Bishop and Dr. Cheryl as well, and my pastor. And what that means is that if you want to listen to something and you want to listen to a good message and you want to listen to something that's different than what I do, you're going to be able to hear my pastor and Dr. and Bishop Piscopo, which actually is my pastor, first off. My first pastor was a guy by the name of Pastor Goebel, then went to James Bostic from the Fellowship General Baptist Church. Great guy. But Pastor Goebel was the one who saved me. Well, didn't save me, but led me to God, and God saved me. And I got on my knees for the first time with him. And then Pastor James Bostic, hello Pastor, also raised me up and in the spiritual, raised me up in God. He's one of my spiritual fathers. And then Bishop and Dr. Cheryl Piscopo. There was a church in between Pastor Bostic and Dr. Cheryl Bishop, but I don't talk about that too much. It's a long story. Let's just say the pastor's wife wasn't such the greatest lady there was. It is what it is. I mean, you got people in the ministry who are going to just be, let me say it, but snobs. That's okay. It is what it is. Not everyone is going to be, like we are. I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I am not perfect. Far from perfect. But I try to do what I need to do. I encourage people every day, and I don't tell people things that are going to discourage them like she did. And nothing against her. Nothing against the pastor. Pastor's a great guy. I loved his word. But it is what it is. So, but then Bishop and Dr. Cheryl, who raised me up fully in the Lord and got me even closer to God, and that's when I became a chaplain and all that fun stuff. So those are my pastors in my life, my spiritual leaders, and that's why I'm here today. I'm here because of all those people together. And yes, even her brought me to where I am today. It wasn't actually because of, even though she was not exactly the nicest lady, she still brought me to where I am today, because if it wasn't for that situation, I would have not have moved over into Pastor Bishop's church and became what I am today. It would not have been happening today. This show, if it wasn't for her doing what she did, this show would not have been here. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't the greatest thing, and I should not have went through that. But if it didn't happen, the show wouldn't be here. So it's still something, like Bishop says, you have to go through something to see the light at the end of a tunnel. And that was my light at the end of the tunnel. I had to go through that to be where I'm at today. So with that being said, please download the app. Get the app on your phone, your Android phone. Only on Android at this moment. Apple is not doing for me right now. I'm not doing Apple App Store right now because they charge you $99 a year to keep your app on there. Google does it for $25 forever. You don't have to pay yearly. And not only that, I'm going to be getting I got on the Aptoid market as well, and I'll be getting it on the Amazon App Store as well. So go to the Amazon App Store eventually when I get it up there. You can go to Aptoid right now and get it, Aptoide, or you can go to the Google Play Store and you can download Podcast Portal. That's Podcast, all one word, Portal, Portal. Podcast Portal, where you can take TGIF everywhere you go. You can connect with me through Facebook, Twitter, and email me straight on the app. You don't have to go to communitycloud222@gmail.com no more. You can go hit the bottom right-hand corner button. You can email me straight through the app as well. So, with that being said, go download the new Podcast Portal. Take TGIF everywhere you go. And the big thing that I love, that you can do with the app. Because on the show, don't get me wrong, Dr. Prophet Larry Rell, Dr. Tom Ray, and, the K. Daniel Spirit and Truth Worship Band. Some great, great, great stuff. Excuse me. Great stuff. But I can't play all the other stuff. Like, I know people out there like Torn Wells, and they like, my wife likes these people too, and Lecrae and Tadashi and all these different people, and songs like Let's Make War and stuff. And they I can't legally right now until I get a license to broadcast it on the show. I can't. So with that being said, I have to do something to give my listeners more than what I give you, because how many times can you listen to where mansions can be bought or sold? I mean, don't get me wrong, I can't sing either, by the way. I am a horrible singer. I tried joining the choir at my Baptist church at Fellowship General Baptist. They all politely declined their positions on the choir. When I left, they all came back. Who knows? But I can't play those songs on the show because they're copyrighted stuff, and in order for me to do so, I have to purchase a license to do so. Like a radio station, you have to purchase a license. But, so with that being said, iHeartRadio has embedded players, just like my Spreaker player is embedded into the app, where you can embed it into the app, and then you can play the radio stations through the iHeartRadio embedded player. So I got two stations that you can physically push a button and play. I've got 95.5 The Fish here from Cleveland, Ohio, and I got one from Texas. It's a country gospel station. So it plays some of the old How Great Thou Art and Thus Sings My Soul, My Savior God to Thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. I can't sing, but it's got the old classics and it is well with my soul and stuff like that. So it's got all the old classics. It's got some Concrete Angel is a good song that Country Star sings. There's a bunch of good In the Arms of an Angel. It's got all the old school stuff and some country favorites that people love and listen to. But they're gospel songs. So they're out there. It's a station that you can listen to right on the app. So you got the Fish, 95.5 The Fish here from Cleveland, Ohio, and you got the one from Texas. And furthermore, I'll get you more information later on what that channel is. Let me see if I can get it right to you now. But yeah, the first one is 95.5 The Fish, and while I'm into the app as well, it will show that I'm live. You can also take and listen to me live when I'm live at 6 on the app as well. Let me get this out of the way of the microphone because it's going to start causing static. So you can listen to me live on the app. Sorry about that, guys. Listen to me live on the app. It says I'm live right now. Let's go into... Here we go. 95.5 The Fish and 90.5 KJC. So it's got Vince Gill on there today. It's called Dear Hate. 90.5 KJC and 95.5 The Fish. So you can get those two apps and you can Well, you can get those 2 radio stations right straight from Podcast Portal. And you can download the app and you can listen to the show everywhere you go. And you can listen to the play buttons as well. Connect to me through Facebook, Twitter, and email. And later on, there's going to be some more features. Like you'll be able to listen to my pastor go live Sunday on like YouTube and stuff. Or you can listen to Bishop and Dr. Cheryl who go live on YouTube as well every Sunday. And you can get a good word out there. And with my buddy Dr. Scott. Hello, Dr. Scott. This is a shout out to you as well here on TGIF, where Jesus does most definitely come first. This is a shout out to you, but you can also listen to my buddy Dr. Scott pray, prophesy, and preach sometimes over at the church. So, with that being said, download the app. It'll be doing you some good. And when you're on the road and you want to go and listen to something or do something, just pop on the app. It's very easy, very simple. Touch the Podcast Portal app and instantly loads up. And then you can do everything and anything right there in the app that you want to do. And the new features will be coming out hopefully this week. So download the app, get the app to your phone, and start utilizing it and enjoy yourself with Podcast Portal. Only from TGIF, where Jesus does most definitely come first. And I am so excited, super excited to say this. And just because I'm super excited, I might have to do 2 songs in the beginning. Or actually, I'll do 1 song in the beginning. And I'll do the first song after the messages. I'll play this one from Josiah St. Jean. It will be okay. But we will have live on the show, again, Josiah St. Jean from the great country of Dominica. You know why that's exciting? He's halfway across the world. So we'll be talking with him again. We'll be encouraging people again. The reason why he couldn't come on last time is because something went on. Like I told you before, I'm not sure what it was. But it was just a situation that he couldn't help and it had to be done and he couldn't make it. And it's okay. I think it had something to do with his... I think it was a spiritual thing. It's what I'm thinking God's saying. Something on the lines of his faith and things like that. But it's okay. Whatever it is what it is. But it is what it is. So he's going to be on the 30th of this month and will be graced with the presence of Josiah St. Jean and the Jesus that lives inside him. So come on the 30th and let's praise and worship God together with Josiah. And let's get it on the road, and we will be happy to have him back, and we'll honor him back here with TGIF, because he's not just a guest. He's not just a guest or a friend. He's family. He's part of the family of TGIF because he believes in the same God that we here at TGIF believe in. So he's not just a guest. He's not just a friend, but he is family. So let's get going with our brief announcements. That was the end of our brief announcements for today. And yep, that's it. That's our brief announcements. So let's get into our song today. And the reason why I wanted to play this song is because I love Dr. Prophet Larry, but the main reason is because yesterday, as I was testing out the new microphone and the new interface mixer and all that stuff, when I was trying it out, I was using this song as an example song to try things out, because sometimes when you turn on the interface mixer, it's so like this. Almost like when you take and you play a 33.5 RPM record on speed 16, or you play a 78 record on 33.5. It sounds like that warped, weird, lagging, like sound. Like it's way too slow for it. And sometimes it will do that, and then you have Dr. Prophet Larry going, and it's really weird sounding. So every once in a while it does that, but I was using that as an example song to fix things, tweak things, and to get some of the knobs tweaked just right. And it's going to take a little time for me to tweak all these knobs properly because I'm still getting used to this and stuff. So with that being said,